I came from a world that was chaos and just pure insanity. And I think it's helped me in a way that sometimes it can be chaos and it can be insanity here. But it's the best kind of chaos and insanity. Working with animals, working with kids, you've always had to have patience. And there's patience required here. The toughest part of the job is actually, I think, trying to keep it fresh. When you have campers that come week in, week out regularly, I always try and keep everything a little bit different or a little bit fresh, but just trying to keep everything new and exciting so that even people who've been here before still want to come and still get excited by it. Trying to find new walks, trying to find new circuits, new team event. Stretching, rehab, circuit design, that's the tough part, I think. Tuesdays are my favourite day because Karen comes in the morning for nutrition, and Karen is who I want to be when I grow up. So I then get to take people who have been here for more than 3 weeks, or the repeat offenders, and go down to the facility and do kind of like a prehab rehab circuit. Then I get to go on a walk, which I love doing anyway. Rain, shine, mud, whatever, I'll still be out there. And then after that we have measurable fitness. I don't want to call it like a sacred circuit, but it kind of is that to me, because it gives them a marker that's not related to the scales, because I think so many people focus on that. And somebody comes here for the first time and they've got their benchmark and they go, that's brilliant, I didn't think I could do that. Then you have the people who have been here for 3, 4, 5 weeks, and you see that progression and it's there in front of them in black and white. You can't argue with that. And they're so pleased, and you then start to see, like, there's a hang test on there. And I'll always remember Axelam, her first one in 12 weeks, she didn't get a score. By the end of her 12 weeks, 2.5 minutes. But then it was every time she was walking into the facility, she was almost trying to find things to hang off because she wanted to improve. And there's so many things that are those moments. I mean, there are those moments, and that's what I live for here. That's my most rewarding part of the job. People aren't that number on the scale. They're so much more than that. And you help them realise the potential that they have, even just providing them with that little benchmark. And that's what this place is all about for me. And that's what it is for me. It's those little moments where people have the I can't. Like Megan and Frankie, again, I can talk about them for life. I can't do it, I'm too fat to do a burpee, I'll never run, I'll never do this. By the end of it, they're flying. Juliet, had some weird thing with her legs and she couldn't run, and she had this little fairy run. And then a month ago, I watched her finish 10 miles. Who's not gonna wanna come out, who's not gonna wanna get out of bed every day and do that for somebody? That's the privilege of my job, I think. You are so emotionally invested in this place. You want everyone to do well. Everyone's there supporting each other, and you do a better job, and you're all happy to come to work. And the weirdness of this place. I know I've done a good job when someone leaves here with a feeling of self-esteem. It's amazing what happens here.